council commentary this morning.
Thank you very much. We will get started with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items, and will be provided up to 1 minute per person, up to a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. Testimony shall be limited in content to subject matters which are within the jurisdiction of the Board of Public Works. The board may not take any action on any matters discussed during the public comment period. Since we do not have any in-person speakers this morning, we'll transition to our virtual platform.
Very well, thank you, President King. We'll start with Audit LA, and this is general public comment, and you'll have 60 seconds to offer your commentary.
Good morning, everyone. I am asking you to not give them their Halloween or any permit, especially until we answer the following questions. The most recent event, when they showed the police this Friday permit that's not listed in the city anywhere on any portal. Was that legit or was that a fake, just to justify them shutting down the street a day early? And also with the Faith in Blue event, that big tower, the city has no proof that that was inspected like it needs to be. It's over 12 foot. And if it wasn't, then, there were children on there. And there's going to be children at this Halloween maze. And mind you, it is just to recruit. It's a recruiting tool. I hope you guys are reading Child X to see why I so vehemently do not want children being, lured, their parents lured to join this cult of Scientology. And so I'm asking you, please do not give them any more permits.
Thank you, Audit LA. We'll move to Yvonne.
Good job, Audit.
Yvonne, you have 60 seconds.
Get him, Yvonne.
Thank you. That event she is speaking about, the permit that they have applied for indicates an 11 a.m. street closure and a 10 p.m. street opening. The event is advertised to begin at 4 p.m. Therefore, they have 5 hours of setup time. There is no need to close the road on Thursday whatsoever. Also, a concern about that event is there are 30 Megan's List people in less than 3/4 of a mile of that proximity of that event. We also know that internally in Scientology, Danny Masterson's trial is the example. The people that were raped were not allowed to report to the police, or else they would have severe internal ramifications. If there is a event.
Thank you, Yvonne. That's 60 seconds.
Damn.
And we'll move next to Gigi.
Go, Gigi. Get him.
Good morning, commissioners. I'm going to keep it real. Scientology's got Sea Org members out there working public sidewalks and streets for $47 a week. And that's if they have their stats up. Some are making way less than that. That's not a job. That's modern day servitude dressed up as religious service. And if the city looks the other way, that means Los Angeles is co-signing exploitation right on public property.
Good job,
We're supposed to stand for fair pay, safe work, and dignity, not billion-dollar loopholes. So I'm asking you, no more permits, no more deals, no more pretending that this is okay. If it's public work, it needs to be done by people who are actually free. Thank you.
And we'll move next to Laura FM.
Go, Laura.
Hi, good morning, board. Good morning, President Kang. This is Laura FM. Again, I'm calling about revoking Scientology's permit, getting rid of their L. Ron Hubbard Boulevard or way and bringing it back to the North Berendo Street. We've gone over and over again on why this should be and how many indentured slave servants getting paid $47 a week to work on that street is absolutely illegal. There's the permits you guys give, the permits you give for Halloween, the permits you give for all of these events are all recruitment tactics to get more people enslaved into the abusive, manipulative control of Scientology. You guys clearly know how deep this is, and you're our only hope at the moment. You are literally our only hope with Public Works and the permits to stop just the recruiting tactics. Do not give them any more permits until you start investigating. You have to investigate how the corruption of this has destroyed children's lives, destroyed family lives, ruined them with their disconnection policy.
Thank you. That's 60 seconds. We'll move next to Jamie.
Go, Jamie. No, Big
Hi,
Chief.
my name is Jamie Mustard.
We
I'm
emailed.
the author of the book that you've been given and was asked to come and say hi today. And I just want to say that I really appreciate you taking our claims seriously. I want to say I'm calling because I would like you to consider revoking L. Ron Hubbard Way. I was trafficked on that street as a child. I cleaned air vents at 7 years old when I first moved in. With a toxic chemical called a royal jelly all day, every day for weeks. I cleared fiberglass at 9 years old without protection above that building. So I was in the FBI raid at 7 years old, where Hubbard was an unindicted co-conspirator. The city of LA failed me, and the laws that would have protected me were not implemented until 2003 in terms of human trafficking. And I'm asking for you to reconsider not considering to fail me and understand it's very difficult for me to see L. Ron Hubbard Way on a street called North Rendo that I grew up with that represents my harm.
Thank you. That's 60 seconds. And we'll move next to, we have additional hands raised. President Kang on the virtual platform, if you
Yes, please.
Very well. Georgina, would you like to offer public commentary this morning?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
I'm appalled that you can hear these voices, these victims' voices, week after week and not stand up and do something. You need to revoke their permit. How many cities have a street named after a human trafficking cult leader? How many victims do you have to hear the voices of before you realize there's a huge issue here? You are complicit with these crimes by not standing up and doing something about it. We don't have a Charles Manson way. Why do we have an L. Ron Hubbard way? The least you can do is revoke their permit. Please open up that street. It's the only avenue of escape for these victims. Look up Maureen Bolstad's story. She was kidnapped, brought back. She had to work another 3 years before she was able to escape because of things like this where the street was closed off and she couldn't get help because she was under 24-hour guard. Please, please, I'm begging you, do better. I yield back my time.
Thank you. And Lurker, I see that your hand is raised. Would you like to have public comment this morning?
Good morning. Yes, I would like to add public comment.
Go, great grandma.
I just don't understand why there's time taken to make laws, make regulations, and then they're not enforced. And they're blatantly broken time after time. The safety of citizens of the United States of America.
Thank you,
And
Big
on
Chief.
that particular street in that particular city has been
Hey, Scooter, welcome in.
disregarded the rights of the citizens of the United States of America.
Oh no, her audio cut out.
Why?
I wasn't
There
muted.
is a why.
They need to learn to
The
mute me.
how and the when and the where.
Thank you. And that concludes public comment this morning, President Kang.
Thank you, Big Chief.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close general public comment.
Raise my hand again.
And at this
Hope
time,
they call me
I'll
for
provide an
agenda
opportunity
items.
for members of the public wishing to speak on multiple agenda item public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment period, or up to a minute per item, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on
I
more
have
than
fussed
one
at
agenda
Scooter Mom
item.
for
And
sure.
please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. There are 2 items, so you have 2 minutes. If you want to speak on the minutes, you have another minute, so you have up to 3 minutes. We do not have any in-person speaker cards, so we will transition to our virtual platform.
Thank you, President Kang. We'll start with Audit LA.
Good morning again. I want to start with the minutes. For me, hearing Jamie Mustard speak about, not just to say, hey, I'm glad you took the book and that you're reading it, but to actually tell you what he went through, and it's just a small little. He just told you a little snippet of the abuses he's endured, and hopefully you know that because hopefully you have read or are reading his book, and that it's not going to be reflected in the minutes is tragic to me. It's that right there should be something that should absolutely be memorialized in the agendas because especially if the victim, any voices of any victims, like I don't care. It's like I don't care. Like I don't need my name or anything I say really in it. But I want this journey of where we've been and how we are pleading with the city and what changes are happening or do happen or will happen. It should be in there for historical content, and instead of people have to go look at the videos and stuff. It would be so simple just to have it in the meeting minutes. As far as number one, again, I know like we just went right. We just went to the charter reform meeting. They're trying to eliminate public works, from what I understand, and that is utterly ridiculous. I don't want to see public works go. I think it's absolutely important because it gives the community a chance to come in and speak on the issues. Right now, yeah, you've been hearing for over a year about Scientology, but there's other issues that come up too. I hear people calling in about the trees. I hear there's different about Film LA. There's different things that people want to talk about, and it should not just go to a city manager. But I believe that the problem is, and it's maybe like with number two, and that they come in with these bids, okay, and they're low, and then you accept it, and then they ask for more money, and then you're going to accept it. There's not enough questioning going on. There's not enough no's going on. Like number three, is number three so urgent that we have to do this? I'm not sure if it's urgent. I mean, maybe it is, but how many times do they come back and want to change things? And shouldn't they have gotten all their ducks in a row and in order prior to their bids to know what they needed to do? And so I am just asking you to help in the process of saving public works and make it sound like, because if you guys are just a rubber stamping board, and that's all you are, then why not just give it to a manager? Or if the public comes for a year and nothing's done, especially when you have hearing that a child at 9 years old.
Thank you. That's 3 minutes, and we'll move next to Yvonne. Yvonne, you've indicated that you wish to offer commentary on 2 items, so you'll have 2 minutes.
Thank you, CJ. The number one, the increase of the budget is understandable. You have leakage of
Scooter.
Petroleum.
See you later. Everyone
products,
watch the Scooter report today.
You must
3 Western, 6 Eastern.
diagnose where the plume has traveled. What is missing information for me is, are you actually treating the wells with it's basically hydrogen peroxide to denature the petroleum? That would be helpful information to the consumers of the water wells nearby. The number two, the road repair at Pacific Palisades. Of course, that cost is going to go up beyond the emergency response, and you're looking at $3 million plus. My point to you is that is on an area where Pacific Palisades, the entire area or majority of it, is on what's called a geological slip zone, and roads and structures actually should not be built in that area. That area is suitable for goats and sheep and light vehicles that are easily moved, such as trailers on wheels. For the goat herders, rebuilding it is just going to invite the next catastrophe. How many times is the city of Los Angeles going to replace that road? You're not going to have a permanent fix. And so
Thank
you
you,
need.
Yvonne. That's 2 minutes. President King, I do see 4 additional hands raised on the virtual platform. If you like, I can ask if they would like to offer multiple agenda item commentary.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Georgina McPhee, would you like to offer commentary on the agendized items this morning?
The minutes, please.
Okay, you have 60 seconds. Go ahead.
You have a system available to you, Granicus, that will list the speakers and put a hyperlink for their calls so that it can be gone back and looked through to see all the things that you ignored, to see all the calls and all the warnings. And you guys sit there and your demeanor and your attitude and posture tells me you're just like, have call-in fatigue, but this is a way for other people to go back and check to see what was said to you. It's like you're playing Candy Crush or something, and people's lives are being affected by this. You need to pay attention. It needs to be listed what was said. You need to have a better system, and you need to do better. Step up. Thank you.
Gigi, I see that your hand is raised. Would you like to offer commentary on our agendized item?
I want to speak on the minutes, please.
You notice
You have
they all
60
popped
seconds. Go
their
ahead.
heads up when I said
Okay,
that. Stop
again,
staring
I'm
at
here
their
to tell you
gadgets.
that your minutes suck, and to ask you, on a human level, to do the right thing and respect all the comments from everyone on every single topic, and have it listed somewhere in the minutes for the public comment. It's ridiculous that it just says public comment has been received. That's bullcrap. Like, seriously, do something about it. Be better. I see a lot of potential in you guys, but then you guys never follow through, and I guess it's not real potential. It's just an illusion, a delusion. I don't know. But do something about this, because it's ridiculous.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Peter. I wasn't muted again.
And Laura
He
FM,
needs
I
to
see
learn
your
to
hand is
fucking
raised. Would you
mute
like to
me
offer
because
commentary
I don't
this morning
stop
on any of our
chattering.
agendized item?
That's so funny.
Yes, on the minutes again.
Go ahead.
Okay, same for the minutes. This is strictly super important. The city has an opportunity, or you guys hold a position on the job on the city where go inside, where you guys have an opportunity to actually show what the public, us calling in, are actually calling in about. If you were children born and raised in the cult of Scientology, and we were calling you, all right. You were calling into us as a job being held by the board, you would have a whole different view on what we're talking about and why it's so important that the city needs to record the exact issues from exact people that are commenting, that go out of the way to even call into public comment. If we see on the record, we can show the legal system. Yes, we reported this to Public Works. Yes, they did try to get the permits revoked or fixed, or to see that they're actually having the proper permits and not
Thank you. That's 60 seconds. And Jamie, I see that your hand is raised.
Good job, Laura. Go, Jamie. Get
our
him.
agendized items this morning?
Yes, the minutes.
You'll have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just listening to, this talk on the permits in the minutes, and I just wanted to add a couple things that I wasn't able to finish with last time that I think are appropriate. One is hundreds of us kids have spoken out. There's records of this on YouTube. We give you a video of kids that have put a name. We all carry so much shame. There's thousands of us, not hundreds of us, but hundreds of us have spoken out. Secondly, when I was a kid walking around the streets of LA, I never went to school growing up in this environment. When I was a kid walking around the streets of LA, all I had to do was say the word Scientology and the police would walk the other way.
Everyone's on fire today. It's a good
And
one
lastly,
today.
I just want to say all of this was Hubbard doctrine. It was the intention, and we can provide some of that doctrine for you so that you know what's going on. It's not happening to infants like it was to me all those many years ago, but it is happening to kids as young as 14 years old under our watch right now. I'm not angry. I just want it to stop, and I don't want there to be a street that represents my pain and my abuse and my lack of what I went through, my 20 years of torture.
Thank you. That's 60 seconds. President King, that concludes multiple
How
agenda items.
excellent was
Thank you
that
very
we
much.
got
With that, we will
Jamie to
close the
join in
multiple item
today.
public comment portion of today's meeting and move forward with the approval of minutes for Friday, October 17th.
Hopefully they finally remember they need to mute me because I've tried. I don't know how to do it. If I mute it, it mutes them. So I don't know how to mute myself, so if they don't want me saying bullshit in between after my call, they need to mute me. TJ should know that by now. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. It was fire today. Laura was fire. Audit was fire. Everyone, Lurker, Yvonne, Gigi. Oh my God, Gigi was fire. Jamie was so great to have him join us. So it was just a really good one today. I'm like invigorated. I want to go out for my swim now, but I gotta take a shower and go do a family thing. So I'm still probably not going to get my swim today. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try to fit it in sometime today. Although I think it's either 5 or 6 o'clock. Let's just check. I can check. There's another call today. Central Hollywood Neighborhood Council meeting tonight at 6 my time. That's 9 Eastern. So I'm going to call into that and talk about the Granicus stuff. And hopefully reach some different ears that haven't heard me yet. And I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I gotta jump in the shower and get ready for the family thing. So thank you guys for showing up and being here and for all of your lovely support. Peter, thank you so much for giving me the Granicus information to begin with, or else I wouldn't have that to speak on if it wasn't for Peter doing the research and providing that to me. And you're valued here. I want to make sure that's clear to everyone, that each and every one of you have a role to play, and are just the support from you guys and the value you bring me is insurmountable. You mean a lot to me, all of you. Thank you so much. And we will see you later tonight, maybe. Okay, guys. Bye. Fuck Scientology.